afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting, riveting, amazing Propagandacast from your host and Pearl Dane, the one, the only master of propaganda. Of here to our 1 vs 1 own Rechnaya Pereprava. In the north, it is numbers. Basically, that's it. Fighting for the Wehrmacht, Germany, Deutschland. Taking on the role here of the 7th Panzer in the south, it is Pineapple the Fruit Dude. Fighting for the Soviet Union, Socialism, the Red Army. Taking on the role here of the 5th Mechanized Corps, we got Mechanized, immediately chosen here for numbers with 250 half-tech grenadier groups, smoke bombs, spotting scopes, command tanks, and the Leichter Feldhaubitze with infantry panzer grenadiers versus counter-attack, mechanized support, and guard motor, sending emphasis on the guard troops with guards, bullets and bullet, and double mines. The double counter start here for Pineapple. The Fruit Dude. Sitting out the Swift with the Grenadier MD42 start there for numbers. Standard stuff there from both sides. And a small reminder to like, subscribe, and share, and press that bell button so you're more likely to get a notification about the video down the road, and also maybe more others are getting likely, because again, YouTube's algorithm are basically black magic. Grabbing the point here, grabbing the point there. So far, quiet there, so we got a bit of a slightly more aggressive approach here for the southern field point by numbers, rushing against machine gun. Then we got conscripts also not quite rushing straight for it, but they're rushing for the victory point. There's sandbags being flung down to the ground, as if they're the insults at the very ground itself. Engineers there, moving towards the northern field point, Pioneers moving westwards. Could go for another Grenadier squad. All numbers here might be planning a very early sniper. He's also right to building with the MD42 in some ways risky, depending on what the Pineapple there does. Grenadiers instead here for numbers. Grenadiers is the conscript. Shots being fired there, forcing out the soldiers to be able to suppress. And there you go. Hose down in a little storm of lead. The conscript is routed there as Dmitry and Dyatlov, well, fall over. Their bodies deprived of life. Pioneers for the northern victory point. It looks like here that Pineapple will be able to grab both fuel points, quickly stand back in. There's one expectation of the machine gun possibly moving to counter that. Good move there by Pineapple. Grenadiers versus conscript in the center here. Numbers is spreading out his forces quite actively. He's not really finding anywhere, which I feel is honestly a bit ham-fast and disorganized, which is not what you want to be doing as the Wehrmacht. You want to be like more focused combined arms efforts. What he's trying to do is sort of trying to play the Wehrmacht as the Soviets is usually a bit more risky. I mean, in theory it can work. In this case, catching the concept as Pineapples to preoccupy elsewhere and then suppress them for some way kind of end up working out, but it's still rather risky there for numbers. Like, one mistake in his machine gun is going to be a Soviet machine gun, so that's the sort of thing you have to be mindful of there in the early game as the Wehrmacht when you're playing like this. And it's certainly not a playstyle I'd recommend to like newer players. I mean, sure, you want to play the machine gun actively, but that's actively, and then there's kind of what numbers is doing there. Oh wait. Using a lot of territory, gaining now control of both fuel points, turn the tables there on Pineapple. Laying up the support and company there, engineers hard at work digging. And digging hard. Are we digging for gold? No. If you don't shut up, you'll be digging your grave. Oh, yeah, not again. Up north we got Pioneers versus conscripts. Seizing the point here, almost got the southern fuel point there secured for the farmland. Northern one almost secured as well. Grenadiers versus conscripts in the centre, and one Grenadier squad versus 2 conscript squads. That's definitely not a winning engagement there for numbers. And is he taking up? Yup, indeed. He's going for a very fast take up there. Probably going to be rushing out some Panzers versus Pineapple, and certainly versus a conscript who build. Just any number of conscripts, Panzer Grenadiers are quite effective, and particularly also added bullets and just to make them more accurate. There we go, Raffinate off the quick retreat. No Panzer Grenadiers yet. Again, I think he's going to go for it soon. It's either that, he's actually planning to somehow get a mechanized grenadier group, but honestly, he's not even got close there to command points. There you go. Panzer Grenadier there for numbers. Sandbags being laid down there by the conscripts. Grenadiers bring back there for reinforcements. Good work here, reinforcement as well. MD42 in the south, using the sandbags laid down here by Pineapple. Panzer Grenadier scored almost then there for numbers, and the 7th Panzer Division. He's moving hit, there's going to be spotted by the MD42 and hosed up. Of course, at the same time, the machine gun flank is going to be explosive, so the question is, does he try to deal with it, or is he going to be worried about getting flanked from here? Like, that's the problem again with this machine gun at the current sort of overexposed position. Like, it's really vulnerable to a lot of things. Pineapple going for an early max machine gun, Conscript going for the cutoff point, but they're going to run straight into the Panzer Grenadiers. Definitely not a fun encounter that the Conscript. There you go. Sergei immediately drops it. Ludwig, though, quickly falls in an altercation there with more Conscript around from the other side. Here in the south, engineers caught laying down mines. Grenadiers rushing in, and there you go. Successfully pushing them off the point. Machine gun reposition as well, there just in case. Small chance of getting wiped, engineers, but looks like they will survive. At least one will survive, the rest won't. Panzer there, push back a bit there. Didn't quite pan out initially for numbers, but he could try again. These also three are getting closer to perhaps that mechanized grenadier group there. Back here we got medics on the way there for Pineapple and the 5th Mechanized Corps up north comes this using the Northern Victory Point there. We got 477 versus 481. Panzer Grenadier good to go once more. And there you go, Maxim catching here, numbers Grenadiers and forcing retreat here for them. Good work there by Pineapple. Mines down here, S-mines in fact. Thumbs up to numbers for actually using them and using them actively. In particular, since he's seen the flamethrower engineers, he knows his opponent likely doesn't have a lot more engineers, meaning here it doesn't have any minesweepers, meaning those S-mines are going to be a real pain in the posterior for him. So good work there. We'll have to see what numbers does next. Will react to the T-70 or possible T-7 once it hits, or is it just going to somehow try and rush ahead for the support McCall and rush out Ostwind? I mean, that would certainly put the T-70 in a bit of a tight spot. Controls the Panzer Grenadiers, taking some damage there. Some good hits. Wiring off. They're basically fortifying the southern compartment here. Interesting setup there by numbers. Not something you see a lot of. Of course, he needs to be careful. His opponent has a max, meaning his opponent can also go for a mortar. In fact, he has two ways of bringing up something that can make the machine gun's life there miserable, because he goes for a heavy mortar instead. So it's obviously not without a risk either. And you should be careful not getting too relaxed. And again, even then, like, you want to use your machine gun actively early on. So while I can understand somebody's doing, I feel like it might not be the smoothest move, personally. But we'll see, we'll see. Okay, we've got a fuel cache up. I would probably not recommend the position here. It's a bit too exposed. It obviously protects the cover around the fuel, but I feel like you should be going for one that is safer back in his space. Which, again, it's not going to be necessarily, say, tactically useful, but, you know, it is going to make sure the cache at least survives longer. We got to hear fast half-check on the way there for Pineapple. Very nice there. Bit of a look think for some serve players, but like a fast anti-aggressive half-check can be a real problem for the serve player. And there we go. We get a 250 half-check there. Both players committing to half-checks. Just of a slightly different caliber. As I'm he's going to go straight for the M5 upgrade. Oh, anti-aircraft half-check, very good. I mean, he could stop troops in and rush around with that. That's actually quite effective as well. Or just use support as troops, but either way, he's going to go for the big guns and transport troops that way. Hold down here, or his defense position, pushing back the constant engineers. Very good there by Mr. Numbers. Maximum rounded here. But he's going to need a Pack 40 now. Or he's going to need to catch it with a Telemine or something else, because otherwise that half-tank is going to rip Numbers several superfluous new breathing holes. He's going to lose the half-tank here, I think. There's a good chance the anti-aircraft is going to hose it down before it gets it out of there. I mean, there's a chance it may survive, but there goes for Propagandacast. The problem is it stops up the half-tank as it gets it done. He may Panther-Faust it, but yeah. Half-tank down. I mean, he still has a Grenadier squad with a light machine gun, but the 250 half-tank in the end didn't do as much as he could have here, and he still has to deal with the anti-aircraft half-tank. So we'll have to see what Numbers does here. Meanwhile, cutting off his opponent's fuel point. Good play there by Numbers, by the way. Very good play. Figured he can more quickly slow down his fuel income by not going for the fuel point directly, but, you know, cutting off the connecting points. So thumbs up there to Numbers. Tactically a solid move, though he still has the half-tank down. He still has to deal with one. And he's rushing ahead. He's basically going, you know what? Yeah, it may just have 450 cal machine gun gewehr and mounted on it, and it is murdering my infantry, but I can deal with it. I can deal with it. So he's basically going to stall into tier 3 and basically decide, you know, that anti-aircraft half-tank, no biggie. No biggie. Even without any anti-tank weapons, 6 Panther-Faust and, you know, German ingenuity, which I'm not entirely sure is going to have to come into play in the game here, since you don't exactly get to improvise stuff. Panzer there routed, Sis 3 gun on the way there. Perhaps Pineapple starting to get the impression his opponent is actually rushing ahead and wants to be ready. Of course, just having a field gun ready is generally good. I mean, it's anti-tank gun, it's artillery. Like, it's just flexible, so you don't really get punished if you go for one too early, since again, like, it's artillery. And you always need artillery. Unless you're trying to bake a cake, in which case, artillery may not do as much good, but it's going to make it more fun, though. Always. And with Sapoma up there, he's probably going to have to rush either Stuga or Ostwind. I mean, he could try and stall for the Panther 4, but I think a fast Ostwind here could be quite effective versus Pineapple, and certainly Pineapple feeling a bit exposed. Oh, there's Sapoma going up there for Numbers. Conscripts suppressed. Engineers there being suppressed. Very good. Need to get an infantry out of there. So there goes Sapoma up at before the 10-minute mark. Really impressive there by Numbers, to be honest. That is a fast Sapoma. And like around the 11-minute mark, he could actually push for an Ostwind. I mean, he could actually, before that, go for Stug. That would certainly lock down a half to any other arm that Pineapple might go for, but obviously he's probably so far ahead, and again his opponent's gone for the half take, so it's not going to be like immediate follow-up and other stuff. Though it's not going to be too delayed either, say, compared to a T70 actually, since again half takes do cost less fuel. So there's a lot of mind games, still lots of things to be considered there by both sides. But an Ostwind in many ways would be a safe bet, or a good bet. Safe bet, of course, as always, is the Panzer IV, though obviously just because it's safe doesn't always mean it's good. Bunker up there for numbers. Seconds way there from Apostle Ostwind, again he just goes to the Panzer IV. Both have their merits, but I definitely bet my money on an Ostwind. And there you go, we do get an Ostwind there for numbers. The Ostwind Flak Panzer. That's going to give Pineapple there a bit of a hairy time since, well, he's got assist 3 and that's it. Fuelcaster has definitely also by the way paid off there for numbers, like he had whatever small advantage he had and actually further supplemented it using the fuel cache. That would sort of slightly get ahead there, so I mean, thumbs up there to numbers on that one. I mean, the fuel cache is going to go down now by the looks of it, but I mean, strategically, he did manage to pull off something there. I mean, that's actually kind of impressive. It's not something we see a lot of Wehrmacht players do, and certainly not like smoothly like this. Like if they ever do try to rush tier 3, usually a lot of them tend to fail on the actually rushing the tier 3 part and get stuck like tier 1, tier 2 for too long. Which is always the kind of thing that sort of just make me raise several eyebrows. Our way though, Numbers has done what others could not. He has actually rushed out an Ostwind. So thumbs up there to Numbers. Thumbs up. So now we'll have to see how he wields the Ostwind. Of course, one mistake and it's not going to matter much, but otherwise it could give Pineapple there a bit of a hard time. Black Panther moving in there, half take getting away. Flare goes off. Flanking the Max, of course, need to be careful about field guns, not anti-tank weapons, but he's going in hard here and there. Go Maxim routed. No anti-tank grenades here though for Pineapple's infantry. Though I imagine with it rather the Flak Panzer, there we go. We also got the Mechanized and Counter out. I mean, obviously, while he's been rushing for the Ostwind, Pineapple's able to get most of the map back and actually gain the fuel, so he's able to rush ahead now for resources, despite not having a fuel cache. So there's always something to mind when you pull off a rush. But our way though, pushing back hardy against Pineapple, moving forwards across the frontier. In the north as well, very good. Might want to consider some more mines here and there. And he's going to need, I think, a Stug to back this up. Demo charts for the building there. We also got mines. Mines going off. Plenty. And he's about to walk into another one. Flak Panzer he's going for repairs. There you go. Jürgen Ludwig dead. Pioneers being pursued by the Council got far north here. Grabbing the centre victory point with the MG42. Numbers. Oh, need to get that Flak Panzer moving back to the base and get prepared. He's probably calling more Pioneers. And there we go. Good response there by Numbers. So I imagine Pineapple's going to rush out a T-34 from 60 to deal with the Ostwind. Or not. Or not. I mean, not is also an option. I guess. I've almost got the Northern Fuel Point inch enough. His Constable not moving in on it. Second Pioneer squad ready. Going to work then fix up the Flak Panzer. Center victory point seized for Das Vaterland. And there you go. T-34 some 6 on the way there for Pineapple, the fruit dude. Punch the rest of the conscripts. Rest of the conscripts. Need to get the MG42 out of there. I mean, he's low on health. I mean, he is popping 10 up and can be really effective, but still, I feel like the timing he's doing it is a bit too risky there for Numbers. Getting these right here by the Maxim, the conscripts. He's gonna need a Stug. I mean, right now, Numbers has no anti-tank weapons at all. Like, he's got Panzerfaust, he's got the Ostwind. He could in theory go for Panzer checks on the Panzer Grenadiers, but otherwise he's got no way of stopping the T-34. And we got Shock Troops out there for Pineapple's committed to counter-attack doctrine. Bit of a rare one in 1 versus 1s, bit of popular in 2 versus 2s. The B4 in particular is liked for certain players. Some call them players, others call them monsters. MG42 being pushed back, T-34 field gun half to go, and then machine gun about to get wiped out there for Numbers. Oh, yeah, right outside his base. Cut ribbons. Ostwind is good to go, but There's that particular gap in his force capability, and there you go. He goes to the Panzerschrecks, realizing he's kind of gone how long he can without any sort of scissors anti-tank weapons, and goes for the Panzerschrecks. Shock Troops moving in, needs to cut back some of the fuel pumps. Well, we got a fuel cache up in the north here again. Clearly, he's intent on making use of fuel caches to support his strategy, and that's good, though. I do contend he should have had that fuel cache out in the first place. That would have been much safer for him in the long run. Hell, he could probably place one right there as well. That would also have been very safe compared to that point. Well, that's just my opinion. Anyways, Flak Panzer moving in there. Panzerjäger's got the Panzerschrecks ready. The Raketen Panzerbuchse. Could call in command tanks, but there's the T-34 and the half-tank. I would recommend the Sturmgeschütz 3 als Flange. And numbers like the wise man he is, or woman, goes for the Sturmgeschütz 3 als Flange. And there you go, T-34 straight into the building. Panzerschrecks flying out there from the sides, punching through the T-34's armor, causing plenty of damage to be done there. More damage done, down to less than half health. Flak Panzer joining in for a bit of fun. Field bombarding. Stug halfway done there for numbers. Panzer pushed out the building, Country moving ahead there. Gunners taking minor casualty. We've got 300 points versus 475 there. B4 spindle there for Pineapple. So, numbers is technically not far off from going for a howitzer of his own. Bun grenade in the conscripts, and oh! Wiped. Bit of blow there, and there go half to caught with the Flak Panzer, the Flak Panzer caught with the field, still going to take out the half-tank, and there you go, down it goes. A bit of a blow there to Pineapple, the Fruit Dude, and the Red Army. Stug moving in here, looks like he might go for a flank. Also, they need spotting scopes added to the Ostwind, so you can see the horrified faces of its enemies more clearly. Jürgen, do we really need the spotting scopes? Yeah! Have you seen their faces when we shoot at them? They look terrified. It's wonderful. Are we the bad guys? Nine. Why would you think so? Need to fix up the Flak Panzer there. 3 kills. Fix up the T-34s next, which did encounter some severe resistance there from the fascists. More confident to replace the ones lost. Also got the other ones upgraded. Very good. Mine goes off here and numbers Pioneers. I'm surprised he hasn't gone for any minesweepers. Like, it helps with repairs and it helps with his men not getting blown up by mines. Like, that's 2 good reasons to like get minesweepers on your Pioneers. Field one by the MD-42. Caught in the stream. Machine repositioning. Good mining bar from Panama there versus numbers. Good mining. Ostwind halfway fixed up there for numbers. Stu hanging back there. Spotting scopes on that one as well. Could of course benefit from the Maschinengewehren. Heading the southern fuel pond. He's losing the northern one. T-34 still rolling head for the Red Army. Stu is a bit slow there to be able to support. And there's a chance he actually loses the Grenadiers. That is numbers. But the T-34 was in there. Need to retreat them, there we go, but even then, low in health, low in numbers. T-34 definitely has a chance of getting a wipe. Stug moving in with Panzerjägers. A chance of taking out the T-34 there if Pineapple's not careful. A bit unlucky. Almost got it there. One more shot from the Stug could do it, but a bit slow their response. He's pushing through the center of the west bit. Consequence the MD-42 Grenadiers as well. I'm guessing he's not charging them because he doesn't know where the field gun is. Doesn't, of course, want to risk like pointless damage to Stug if he can't get rid of the T-34 shortly. Ostwind hanging back there. A lot of troops should get those moving. Schnell. That's it. Schnell numbers. More mines there from Pineapple. Very good. Very good. Makes things more visible here for numbers. And Deutschland. And are we seeing a howitzer going up here? For numbers? Possibly. It seems like he's setting up for it. Oh, we got a K1 heavy tank on the way there for Pineapple. Would be good there for numbers to get another Stug to deal with that, possibly. Also getting the fuel points back. Strength to maximum in the centre. Flak Panzer in Northwoods. Could of course deal with the shock troopers there with ease. And the South Engineers routed here by the Pioneer Grenadier combo. Backed up with the Sturmgeschütz 3 Ausführung G. The Model G was the last model of the Stugs before the end of the war, though technically there were 2 versions of it. You had the early war model, or the early model and the late model. The difference overall basically came down to some small improvements here and there. For example, early models had fewer associated coaxial machine guns, which is something that gets overlooked a lot. Slightly more squarish and flat gun mantlets. Later models improved that, for example, more rounded ones, so there's better chance of deflecting shots. Had a bit more coaxial machine guns, more commonly that is, so they had 2 machine guns. And the top machine was also more commonly placed with a remote control to the Rundumsfeuer machine gewehr, similar to like the Hetzer. Also, they're also more commonly covered in concrete to help protect the driver's seat. So, some fun notes there. All the way K1 tank out there for Pineapple. Stu being pursued by conscripts. Anti-tank grenades going off. No support nearby, but unfortunately there for them. We got Telemines down. That's pretty good there for Numbers. Need to get the Ostwind down there, and he needs to sort of grab more there. Seems like Numbers is slowing down a bit here tactically. We need to be careful about that. K1, T-34 on the way. Panzerjäger's going to be moving in. Might be seeing a large engagement between Pineapple and Numbers. Telemine could prove to be crucial. K1 charging in there. Panzerjägers are plenty there on the T-34 or the K1 there. Panzerfires off possibly? No. T-34 charging in. The Stu slowly, very slowly turning. Constant almost wiped out here. Panzerjägers are plenty. Damage to the T-34. Flat Panzer is going to try and flank in there. Go Panzerfires off. We could see the T-34 go down. Shots missing the Stu. And the Stu knocks out the T-34 from 6 of the munitions, cook off and explode the entire thing. K1 being pushed back with the Stu. Decides not to risk it. A wise decision there by Pineapple. So brutal engagement here with the heavy losses on both sides, and then I think Numbers came up ahead of that one. And we got a Howards up here back at base. Almost back at base, then right next to it, bombarding here his opponent's base. Not the best so far. They usually want to like know where your opponent is. You want to just hope to get lucky. Like if he, for example, knows that's here, you know, you should shoot there. More likely to get some killing done and impact his opponent rather than just hope there's something in his base. So that's definitely a bit sloppy. Artillerymanship there by Numbers, a bit sloppy. We got smoke bombs off though, very nice. In fact, at this point, it means the only ability he hasn't used yet is the command tank in his doctrine, which has almost got full bingo. Making use of the smoke there, trying to advance in his opponent's position, filled up using the Ostwind. Very nice play there, tactically by Numbers. Very nice. 2 thumbs up. More mines going off. After so far, actually managed to get some kills and some units forced to retreat into the base, but that's about it. Again, it's sort of I feel like a bit too much and like for my taste, so it'll be really good. Now we got the command tank. Well, we got bingo, ladies and gentlemen. We got full doctrinal bingo on mechanized doctrine. Wow. That's not one you see very often get bingo. Impressive use of the doctrine there by Numbers, though with an Ostwind out, I'm not entirely sure on like a command tank out already. Though of course it does help make his tank slightly tougher and such, so I mean there's obviously a bit of logic, but I feel like another streak would do the trick as well, but that's just me. All the way House is almost good to go there for Numbers. Gonna just need to retreat. He could rush down the command tank to defend that for now. That would be an easy, straightforward, I think, solution there for Numbers and the 7th Panzer Division. K1 hanging back here for Pineapple. Ostwind very close to 52. More smoke bombs off again, covering advanced. I mean, really solid tactics there by Numbers. There's some great use of smoke there. Of course, his opponent's going to bombard the area, but you know, tactically it does kind of make sense. So, you know, thumbs up. Thumbs up. But really, he should be bombarding this area with a howitzer rather than just hope to get lucky inside his opponent's base. So we can see there, Pineapple shifting back his forces. He is aware of the howitzer and he's also likely it's going to draw some attention there. Okay, he's bombarding down here. Most of the comes from the south. Not bad. He knows roughly where they are. And Petrov gets blasted off and a flag almost goes into Yuri's ass. There you go, they just are retreating and not wanting to get turned into pulp. Flak Panther there, 12 killed command tank, 3 killed counter there, being utterly decimated by the Flak Panther and command tank combo. We got a B4 howitzer going up here though for Pineapple, almost getting wiped in their conscripts. Gosh. So we got the B4 203mm howitzer, Stalin sledgehammer, ready to knock in some teeth and some skulls. In fact, pretty much most of your anatomy is going to get knocked in if you take a hit by that one. Still some howitzer fire here. Most of these shots are going wide, but there's still theoretically one that could hit the maximum here. We got 92 versus 457. Numbers need to be a bit more careful about those victory points. Again, I feel like he's getting too concerned about parking his ass in the centre. Needs to like fight more for the victory points, the resource on the side. Needs to get a bit more flexible there and a bit more active tactic. I mean, again, he's got some good moves for sure, but there's definitely some issues, which again is just resulting in might actually bleed out on victory points here versus Pineapple. Even in other ways, he's actually winning the fight, which would be a bit sad. Oh, ho, ho, ho. He almost had that demo charge going off on his Osman there. Wouldn't have destroyed, but would make things very uncomfortable. Stu needs to get out of there as well. Right in front of the field gun is not where I want to be. Good spot here to fire the howitzer. Of course, the B4 may soon draw the attention of his artillery. Oh, there you go. B4 shot misses. Very lucky. That could actually have been much more devastating there for numbers. Could have lost the machine gun and the Panzerjägers. But now the B4's revealed, I imagine that one is going to be the next target here for the Leichter Feldhaubitz. We got 87 to 451. Demo charge off. Command tank survived it, though I imagine the crew is having a very large headache at the moment. That Stuke survived it. That's pretty lucky. Will the Howitzer begin bombarding the B4, or what will he do with the Leichter Feldhaubitz there? Need to fix all of his armor. Might also benefit from some more Panzergrenadier without Panzerschicks. And of course, need to grab that southern victory point back as well. Okay, we got the the Howitzer fang looks like it could trying to shoot here the B4. We got air recons out there from Pineapple. Both sides starting to really use the bullets. In fact, Pineapple's also very close to full Doxon with bingo. Wow, double bingo. Don't think we've seen that one. There you go. Great hit down the B4 crew. Wipes it out. Next hit there takes out several infantrymen and field and crewmen. Also very nice there for numbers. Less good there for Pineapple, obviously. That is a lot of killing in there. Half H52 already. More damage being done. Base taking some light damage. Grab the southern victory point fuel again. We got the flak guns there fire there for the SIS-3 field gun. We got air reconnaissance once more and smoke bombs and one for Mr. Numbers. In this case, obfuscating line of fire the field gun to make it easy for Osman to get out of there. 17 kills there. Machine gun crew wiped out by the Howitzer as he got out of there. Definitely paying off there for numbers now big time. Close to Vetch need 2. Bomb grenade and the SIS-3 gun. Almost got it, but it pushed back there by a nice Soviet counter infantry attack there. We got 84 versus 435. Got another flare going off. Those flares are really getting some kills in there for Pineapple and the Red Army. Panzerschicks drop there. Flak Panzer being repaired. Trying to get that Panzerschicks out of the search hand, looks like. Oh, the shock troopers headed. That's really bad news. And he's also going to scored significant casualties there for numbers here versus Pineapple. More grenades on the way there. We got 80 versus 435. B4's back in action there for Pineapple. Firing out some massive shell and... whew, that was a close one. And I imagine the immediate response... in fact, he's just set it to counter barrage. He basically does figure, you know, his opponent's going to be firing it again, so he's just going to not bother with that and just keep killing it. I figure. Plus, again, it's like so close to the main route there. He's moving in. Like he's like going to get killing things anyway with this. So, guess it makes sense. There we go. Another direct hit. The B4 crew is dead. Tot. Kaput. Up north, the MD4 was the K1 heavy tank. Stuka trying to move in there, but it's more preoccupied in the centre. The south got advantages there as well for numbers, and the 7th Puncher got the Austrian trying to win westwards there, but decides to back off. He obviously can't deal with the K1 there. Makes a lot of sense, obviously. B4's about to fire again, but at the same time, the cooldown on the Howitzer is almost ready again, so he can just immediately begin silencing the B4 once more. Concentrating hammered on the Flak Panzer halfway to the ace level. Digging around the centre with S-mines. Interesting pick there by numbers. Basically, he's fighting for the victory point to get the pioneers out there. Flak Panther finding troops here. There you go. B4's about to fire again by the looks of it. What is it? Yes, it's going to try and shooting again. Shock Troopers advancing after the flak panzer. 26 kills. Command tank also providing support here. Almost got a full button. The Shock Trooper squad. Oh, crossing the stream. Can they make it? And they make it. We got the K1 digging in by the centre. That's not bad at all there. Gonna need some Stooks to dig that out. Surprised enough, he's not going for more armor. He's not going for more Stooks. For sure, we got smoke bombs off there. Gonna need to wipe another pointless cash there for numbers who's starting to run out of infantry badly. Smoke bombs on the K1, very good. B4 shot, and I imagine, yep, the Howitzer is going to try to silence that again. Engineers probably need to get away from that. Stook charging after the KV1. Pretty risky there by numbers. So with the Panzer Shrek Shock Trooper still about. And there you go, B4 expires. Stook's about to get out. Knocked out, trying to get through the smoke again. B4 almost destroyed. We've got 21 kills. And the Stook explodes. Bit of waste there by numbers. Particularly with the K1 out. He's only got a pair of Panzer Shreks. Which, with all the imp support here, that Pineapple Hands is not going to cut. In fact, he's got 2 Shock Trooper squads out. Another Stook on the way there for numbers. But honestly, he should have gone for another one sooner rather than just waited out until he loses it. And he also needs more infantry. Flak Panzer, though, is really turning into the Pineapple's infantry. 31 kills, very close to the ace level. Feel good to have blasting away. Damage engineer on the Ostwind. Direct hit there. K1 almost good to go. Stook almost down there. He goes bombarding, but there's just one thing that counts as artillery. Don't worry, Dimitri. We won't count as artillery. The Germans are not dumb enough. Then what's that? Oh. Shit. Obviously, it actually hit, though. So far, not, but that could quickly change. Fixing the B4 before crewing it. Direct hit on that. Oh, going for more Stooks, good, but also direct hit from the Howitzer on the K1 tank. Shock Troopers in machine with front. Need to be careful they don't get hit there as they move through the sun artillery there from the Howitzer. Direct hit on the machine gun crew there. Numerous men being obliterated. Almost full wipe on the machine gun there. Shock Troopers popping a smoke grenade down. K1 digging in. Stooks command tank moving up. The Ostwind almost veteran theater being repaired. Maxim almost cleared out by the Howitzer. 27 kills, halfway to the ace level. K1 falling back here. Second Stook almost done. Numbers still badly needs more infantry. Troops healing reinforcing. Shock Troopers with the MG-40 twin 10 RPs being popped there as well. Command tank advancing across the river to go for the Shock Troopers there. B4 recruit once more. Almost got the Shock Trooper squad there. 50 points left. Needs more infantry. Needs to focus more on the victory points. Numbers keeps forgetting about that. For someone who's obsessed about numbers, he seems to be forgetting some of the more important ones. More air recons out there for Pineapple. Very good. Is he ever going to try and shoot down that Howitzer with his own Howitzer? He's just going to... Can he actually shoot it down? I can, I think. But obviously it's going to be very difficult to get the hit. Now we've got the Ostwind moving in. Possibly shooting down the reconnaissance aircraft. There we go. 35 kills. Comes they're retreating. And there we go. Ace level flak panzer. 27 versus 378. After they're bombarding the B4 again. Crew once more utterly exterminated. Very close to the ace level there on the Howitzer. (25 versus 374). Numbers really could benefit from some more infantry, though. Stook hanging back. Command tank defending the northern point there. What considered benefit, I think, for some S-mines here and there. K1 digging in again instantly without needing support, unlike the German tanks that can do it as well. Of course, need a doctrine for it. K1 tank that takes some damage from the Stooks, machine gun this it out. But for some reason, not firing until it's too late. Lost another Stook there, and not good there for numbers. He needs to get out of there. What are you doing? What are you doing? How's about the crewed up? And he's lost another Stook. My God. Command tank there taking to the Shock Troopers machine. These get killed with the Shock Troopers annihilated. Definitely needs to work on his unit preservation for the late game. Might be that numbers are simply being exhausted, whilst Pan also maintains some good fortitude there. Either way, this could go either way. Will the B4 shoot again? I'm surprised they can keep finding men to recruit that one, considering how many times the German Hound just silences it. Oh, wait. Oh my, he's actually switching away from counter barrage. Oh, nice hit then. The K1 almost ace level. Almost. That didn't do anything apparently. Aircraft shot down by the ace flak panzer. No survivors there. K1 just doesn't move. It doesn't budge. There you go. Finally falling back another half from the artillery. Fun fact, during Operation Barbarossa, howitzers were actually used as one of the ways to deal with the KB tanks alongside flak 88s. Because, well, of course, most people know that flak 8, of course, were used as anti-tank guns were quite great at it. Howitzers could also be used in that purpose, because they did have some armor-piercing rounds. Obviously, they weren't like great, like what you want to use them for, but they could use them. In fact, during with the lead columns in Operation Barbarossa, we could be like one flak 8 and one 105mm howitzer being used as anti-tank weapon. Machine gun bunker up to the southern point. Flak panzer moving in here. He's going to need to do to stop those KB tanks. Their mine goes off the troops as well. Very good. But without any anti-tank to stop the T-34, like his flak panzer's not going to do too well there. Quick blitz out there. 43 kills on that is quite impressive. There goes shots with the machine gun bunker at point blank range. Machine gun bring up. They need to hard to that one, I think. 32 kills. B4 shoots. Trees being absolutely decimated, squirrels annihilated. Another Stuke there for numbers. Still incredibly short limited compared to the opponent. Has at least 3 infantry squads, which is usually the minimum you want to operate one, whereas numbers has like Panzerjägers. Stuke almost done, but meanwhile the T-34 is going to destroy his remaining bunker in the south. They got 25 to 243. Things are close and they're tight. Punching from the north, got the Howitzer flying down shots there, 32 kills still. Trying to get that maximum, but the shots aren't quite hitting. Machine links on the other side. There we go, great hit. Panzers need to retreat. Stu done. Maxim gets out of there. Oh, no, it doesn't. It goes down. It goes down. Got troops for the northern victory pop. The rank issues with the command tank in the way. We got 18 kills on it. Stug setting out for Deutschland, and the 7th Panzer Unit got the T-34 going in there. Flak Panzer with 43 kills, so not something to be taken lightly. And there we go, K1 going for the command tank. Need to get out of there. We go, quick blitz, quick blitz. Flak Panzer in south, we've got 23, 22 versus 232. Soviet armor charging in the base here of numbers. Could be a diversion to keep them focused on the space rather than the victory points, which could allow, of course, the Pineapples to just straight up win the fight. Going in for the fuel cache and the howitzer, at least the howitzer, but looks at 36 kills on that one. B4 streams to the base, misses again. Almost got the T-34 from 6 there. Panzer needs to get moving, at least to some from the south. There you go, Conscript being taken, makes some start, but again, he's a great victory point. We've got one in the centre being seized here. Up north, T-34 looks like it's going to be escaped. We've got Panzerjägers on the way there, Stuke moving in as well. Then he's being hammered here by the howitzer. Howitzer back in counter battery mode. And there he goes, going to probably try and silence that SIS-3 gun. Ten points left. T-34 down the Stuke. There's on top. He's got the K1 closing in on it. Panzerjägers nearby. Numbers have just been more careful some of those previous Stukes, thinking in a much better position here. Command tank also moving out, heading towards the center. We got 4 points left as a 232. 38 kills. 39. But there you go. GG, game over. Numbers, well, in many ways, I think a good tactician, and strategically, he does lack a bit. There's also an issue with the Stug and unit preservation. But, like, he needed more infantry as the fight went on. You usually want a minimum of 3, and that was one of the things that sort of lacked. But also just the way at times played, you know, had Stuks hanging back in the destroyed, I think, pointlessly. And, yeah, no, just kind of lacking essential elements, I think, really hurt him against Pineapple. I think played a much more, you know, solid game as the game went on. So while again he had a good sort of mid game, late game he just fell apart there for numbers. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. Hope you learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment on, tell friends, tell family, but don't tell your enemies. This is Imperial Links and cheers. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you all tomorrow again for a nice episode. Bye.